Welcome back to my channel, guys. So quickly, I want to show you guys how to catch spikes from the crash markets. This video is based on the crash market. You can see how the market has trended downwards ever since this happened, ever since there is a crossing of the blue and somewhat brown line at this region, guys. So you can see how much profit you would have made if you had the opportunity to take a sell right at this level, guys, right at this level. So I'm always about bringing you guys indicator based strategies that will help even a day old trader to make profits from the market without even having a single knowledge of the price action trading pattern. Okay, but I urge you guys to learn the price action. That is what you will learn if you're in my program, if you're in my mentorship program. I will be teaching you guys the price action trading technique such that you're able to analyze the market and be able to decide good beautiful trading entries without the use of indicators. That way you will only be using indicators to further confirm what the market has already shown you. Okay, but for the sake of people who are probably still learning, or people who are too busy to learn to analyze the market by themselves, this video is for you. So make sure you watch till the end. And for everybody who is not a subscriber yet, please do well to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I bring a new video on this platform, you will be notified. Okay, so this strategy is going to help you catch multiple spikes, as what you've seen here. You've seen all the spikes that's happened ever since the market left this place, right? So I'm going to walk you through how to set up these indicators, how to set up the properties that you need to set up to have a proper indicator that will give you these good trading opportunities. Okay, and I'm going to also tell you how it works, what you look out for, and how you should execute a trade, where to enter and where to exit from, and then how you can comfortably make a lot of profits, depending on how much you are able to sit down to do this thing. You can make a lot of money for yourself, guys. You don't really have to stress to make profits from this market. Okay, so first of all, this is the 5 minutes time frame. This is the crash market. Like I said, it's a 5 minutes time frame that we are going to look at first, and then you want to allow this to happen. You want to allow price to come to this region. By this region, I mean you have to allow price to reach the resistance level here. All right, this is like the resistance level. For those of you who don't really know what resistance is, that is somebody who is still trying to understand how the market works, right? Resistance is an area of the charts or an area of the market where price usually reverses back down from. Let's assume price was going up, and then it gets to a certain point, price reacts on that level, and then the reaction or whatever happens at that level helps push price back downwards. So if you're trying to sell to catch spikes on the crash markets, you are looking out for these areas. You're looking to see that price gets to this area. So this indicator is actually going to show you these areas, and by that you need to see a crossing of these two lines. All right, you need to see a crossing of these two lines, the somewhat brown line and the blue line. You need to see them cross together. You need to see price come to that level, and then you will understand that price has come to the resistance level where you should execute a trade. But it's not enough reason for you to take a trade. You just have to ensure that price has also come to this region here. Price has also come to this region here. The level 80 on your indicator window 1 is where you want to see price at. That means you want to see that the black line, the moving average line here, I'm going to show you guys setup very soon, so please hold on. The black line here, you need to see that it gets to this region. All right, you need to see that it gets to this region, and then you need to see that this happens on your chart before you can make an entry. But you don't just make an entry yet. You need to also switch to a lower time frame, like the 1 minute time frame. I need to see that there was a crossing. All right, let me go straight to that. Let me exactly. Now this is that place that I highlighted on the 5 minutes time frame. You need to also see that there is a proper crossing and retest of that region. Okay, now this is where I was pointing at on the 5 minutes time frame. This is where I was pointing out on the 5 minutes time frame. Now notice how the market has pushed to that place. All right, price dropped below those two lines and then pushed back into that line to gather momentum, and then it started just selling. It started just dropping from that region. Okay, it started just dropping. That's why you're seeing all the multiple spikes you have seen on this chart. And remember that price also does the same thing on your indicator window one. You can also see that right on this indicator window, price had gotten to the resistance level here. Remember, I said resistance level is an area on your chart where traders actually wait for price to come to before they decide to take a sell. All right, support level is where you want to be buying from. All right, where traders wait on the charts, that's in the market, for price to come to before they take a buy. All right, so for the sake of catching spikes on the crash market, this is the crash market. Okay, be it crash 1000, be it crash 500, whatever crash market at all, you want to be selling. If you want to catch spikes, you want to be selling. All right, and if you want to catch spikes on the boom market, you want to be buying. So as a trader who wants to catch spikes on the crash market, you want to do it when price has come to your resistance level. Please don't forget that. You want to do it when price comes to your resistance level. I'm making this video as though I'm talking to somebody who has no single idea how this works. All right, so I want to make sure that every single person can take advantage of the information that I put out on this platform and still be able to make good profits, or better still, maximize their wins in the market. Okay, so even people who have this knowledge already can still benefit from it, can still understand what I'm talking about, and be able to make profit for themselves and be able to advance their skill or their knowledge about all of this. So having said all of this, I like to quickly show you guys the settings. I don't want the video to be too long or too boring, but let me recap again. Like I said earlier, on a 5 minutes time frame, you want to see that price has gotten to an area of resistance, which happens when let me use this. It happens when these two lines, the brown and the blue line, these are moving average. I'm going to show you guys the settings. When they cross each other and then price is around that region, okay, that shows that price has got to a key resistance level. And then it's not enough. You have to also ensure that price is also around level 80, which is actually the overbought level, the resistance level on your indicator window. You need to also see that price is actually around that level and it's already also pointing to the downside and already trending downwards. So at that point, you switch to a 1 minute time frame, and you also ensure that the same thing has happened on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, ensure that the same thing happened on the 1 minute time frame. You can see that it's actually the same thing that I explained on the 5 minutes time frame that's happened on the 1 minute time frame. All right, having seen all of this, then it gives you a clear signal to take an entry. Okay, but you take an entry only when the market has dropped below, when the market has dropped below these two moving average lines. These are actually exponential moving average, the EMA. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the setting. So you want to make sure you trade only when price has broken those lines, has gone back to retest those lines. This is to say that price has gone back to an area of resistance to gather momentum. All right, remember, if you don't know this already, you should understand that when price gets to a certain support, it can break and turn that support to resistance. That's exactly what happens here. Price drops below a support level, breaks the support level, and then turn it to a resistance level. And then the reverse can also be the case. When price hits a key resistance level, it can actually break it out and turn it to support. All right, but for the sake of catching spikes on the crash market, you want to be ensure to take your entries, or to make your entries at your resistance, at a resistance level, okay, a key resistance level at that. That's why I encourage you to check it out on the 5 minutes time frame, or even on the higher time frame like the 15 minutes time frame or the 30 minutes time frame. Make sure that what happens there is the same thing as happened here. Make sure that what happened here is the same thing that has happened there, and then that should show you that price is actually at a key resistance level where you want to be taking a sell from. And I also say that this video is going to show you guys an entry and where to exit the market. Okay, so you want to exit the market exactly when you've cut. For me, ideally it's okay to take out your profits when you get enough of it, right? By enough of it, I mean considering your equity, considering your trading capital. You don't want to be targeting as high as somebody who has more than you have in your account. All right, you don't want to be targeting much more than somebody who has more capital to trade with. Okay, so you don't over leverage your account, you don't also stay too long in the market, you take out your profit. But for those of you who have good enough equity to actually hold on to any trade, you want to ensure that you are out of the market before the moving average on your indicator window 1 gets to level 20. All right, level 20 represents the oversold region, the support region, and as price action traders, we take out profits when, if we are selling, we take out profits when price is close to our current support, right? When price is close to a key support region, we don't allow it to actually get deep into the key support region, because it's a region, right? It's an area. We actually use lines to identify these areas, but we don't look at these lines as the exact points of reversal, right? This is to say that price might get to that line before it reverses. It might break that line before it reverses. It might also not get to that line at all before it reverses. So you don't want to take chances. You don't know exactly what the market is going to do at the end of the day. So you just you just have to be on the safe side by leaving the market just before price gets to your key supports. That's if you are selling. All right, so now you want to look at your level 20 here as your key support region. You want to look at the moving average line here, this black line, as what represents your price. Okay, so when it gets to this level, all right, when it gets to this level, you don't want to allow it to get deep into the level 20 before you leave the market. Okay, you don't want to allow it to get to the level 20 before you leave the market. Also, if you want to take out if you want to, after placing a sell, supposing it doesn't happen, all right, you want to, supposing there is no spike, you want to leave the market just above the previous structure right here. Okay, so if you take a sell at this region, if you take a sell at this level, I mean, if you take an entry here, all right, you want to give yourself this space. You want to allow this space for price to come back to, because like I explained earlier, this is just a region where price can react from, price can reverse from this region, from anywhere around this region. It's not necessarily where my lines are placed, right? So supposing you place a sell and it doesn't spike immediately, it can still spike. All right, so you have to give yourself some space, or give the market some space, so that if it comes back into this level, you never can tell. It might come back into this level and then spike just around this level before it gets to your SL, right? Before it gets to your stop loss. Like what happened here, you can see price pushed up to this area before it spiked the first time, and then pushed back up into that level again, although it did not get to touch the previous high, but then it spiked right at that level again, and it pushed up again to retest this moving average, the EMA, the 2 EMA here, and then it spiked right at that level. This would have been an ideal entry for any trader who understands how this works. All right, so you need to always give yourself space, so that if eventually price gets to continue going up, all right, you understand that it's an entire region that the reaction might come in, like the price reaction might come at any place around this region. Okay, so you have to actually give price this breathing space, so that it might actually come back up and then spike right before it touches your SL. Okay, but then if it continues to go up, you want to tell the market that you can't take any more loss right after price has gotten to this level. Okay, so automatically the market will take it out. So let's just quickly share the indicator setting. So on our main chart, we have 2 moving average, and these are the properties. The first one, we are going to be using the period 14 shift 0 method exponential. Remember I said it is EMA, so it is an exponential moving average. Okay, so apply to close. Levels are not needed. All right, the colors, you can actually use the colors that I'm using so that you'll not be confused. Okay, you can just simply use these colors. If you're already familiar with this, if you've been watching my other videos, then you can actually decide to use any colors of your choice, but ensure that it is visible on your chart. All right, so you just click done when you're done with that, and the first moving average would appear on your main chart. All right, so you go back again and add the second moving average, which is period 50 shift 0 method exponential. Apply to close. Levels is not needed again. And then time frame, please remember to leave the first one on all time frames, and this one too, leave it on all time frames. And then for style, you can also choose the color that I'm choosing so that you will understand properly, right? And of course, if you already have an idea how this works, then you can decide colors that you want to use and make sure it is visible on your chart. That means if you have a white background, so you make sure that you are using if you are using a white background, make sure that you are using visible colors, like dark colors that will be visible on your chart. And then you click done, and then we go over to the indicator window where we have the stochastic oscillator and the moving average. Okay, so for stochastic oscillator, these are the settings. Everything should be 111. The first 3 should be 111. K period, D period, slowing, and then price field, you leave it at low, low/high, and then method should be simple. Levels should be 20 and 80. Okay, levels should be 20 and 80. So you can label it if you want. You can label it to remind yourself that the 20 should be the buy region, while the 80 should be the sell region. Okay, the sell region. So you simply use black color if you want. Of course, you should use black color on this one. Okay, so just click done when you're done with that. And then for the visualization, please ensure that the main style is actually the same color as your background, as the background of your chart, right? Since I'm using the white background, I'm letting it on the white color, and the second one should be the same thing. Also use the background of your chart. Okay, if you're using the dark background, make sure that you're using a dark color. Of course, use black. All right, you're done with that. You simply click done, and you already have the complete setup. Okay, you already have the complete setup. Now guys, practice this and ensure that it works for you before you get to apply it to your live account. Make sure it works for you, guys. Make sure it works for you. If you have any difficulty, I'll be on my WhatsApp to attend to you guys. So just make sure you hit me up. The number would be in the description box of this video. So just check the description box of this video. You'll see my WhatsApp number. You'll also see a link to our free Telegram group where we share even much more information for free. All right, we also share free signals on there. We also share results from the VIP group, where you get to see how people are actually making money every day from this market. Okay, this is to just encourage you guys, to make you know that you too can do it. If somebody out there is doing it, you too can actually do it. All right, so make sure you join the group. It is free of charge, and you have many other benefits to yourself right on that group. Okay, so just make sure you join in, and of course reach out to me if you have any difficulty. Like I said earlier, if you want to join our mentorship program, where you will learn, where we teach you how to actually trade the market as a pro without the use of these indicators, or just getting to use the indicators to further confirm your analysis, reach out. It's quite affordable. It's quite my training is quite comprehensive. If you are on the free group, you see for yourself what other students have to say. Testimonies are there, so just make sure you join in, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.